A Soviet cook was preparing food for the soldiers when he suddenly noticed a German tank approaching from a distance. As soon as he realized it was the enemy, he immediately hid on the ground. But even without a clear target, the tank started firing wildly. When the tank rammed into his field kitchen and destroyed all the food he had prepared, the cook lost his temper. In rage, he grabbed an axe and climbed straight onto the tank, shouting loudly as he began striking it. The German soldiers were stunned and stayed hidden inside. They fired through the viewports, but it was useless. The cook climbed directly onto the machine gun and started striking it with his axe. Because of continuous firing, the barrel had become extremely hot, and he managed to bend it. Now the Germans accelerated the tank to throw him off. But he didn't move an inch. Then he took off his apron and covered the tank's main viewing port. He tore his sleeves to block the other openings as well, plunging the soldiers inside into complete darkness. Blinded and panicking, the tank lost control and crashed into a tent. The cook cut an opening through the canvas and climbed out. He feared the enemy might think he was alone, so he purposely created loud noises, swinging his axe, stomping on the ground, and shouting as if a whole unit was present. Next, he set some grass on fire and threw it inside the tent. Smoke filled the tank. The German soldiers began coughing violently. Then the cook shouted in broken German, "Send down an anti-tank grenade." Just hearing that terrified all 4 soldiers. They immediately opened the hatch and raised their hands. The cook quickly pointed a rifle at them and ordered them to throw away their weapons. When the soldiers turned around, they were shocked. The person who had captured them wasn't a warrior, but a lone cook. But by then it was too late. Seeing their expressions, the cook burst into laughter. A little later, when the rest of the Soviet soldiers returned and saw the tank from afar, they panicked. They dropped to the ground and took cover. But when the commander peeked, he saw the cook standing near the tank with a rifle in hand, shouting, "Come out. The food is ready." Everyone was stunned. When they finally realized he wasn't captured, they came out. And when they learned that he had captured 4 Germans without firing a single shot, and seized an entire tank, they were speechless. This isn't a fictional tale. It's a real thrilling incident that actually happened.